Hey folks, this is the Nocturnal Nerd. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's great to have all of you with me. Today we are having another episode of an Intro to, and today we are playing an Intro to Yes, Your Grace. So we're going to be doing an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I'm just going to set a clock going so I know how long I've been going for. One moment. Okay, so we're going to go over to the game. There we go. Hopefully you should be getting sound. Just going to double check. Yeah, we're getting sound. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit. And we are getting mic from me, and we're getting visuals. Fantastic. Let's get on with it then. Right, so new game. Yes, Your Grace is a game of tough choices. It will be, one second, sorry. It will be impossible to satisfy the needs of every petitioner. Sometimes your subjects will have spiteful intentions, and sometimes life will get in the way. If you simply have enough resources at the end of each week, that's good enough. Okay, awesome. Right, so I haven't played, that's a lie. I'm lying straight away. I played about 2 minutes of this game yesterday to make sure it worked. Other than that, I haven't played any of it. Come forward, petitioner. It's time, Your Grace. Click on the throne to step down. This is actually a recommendation from my cousin. I won't name him, but he knows who he is if he's watching. Okay. It's getting a bit rusty. Should we wear it? Yes, let's wear it. You can leave any room by walking to the edge of the screen or by selecting the doors. Well, let's look at the swords first. They're quite sharp, but they are about 1,000 years old. Okay, good for them. Alright, let's leave the room. There we go. This is a map of your castle. Click on the castle wall to go there. It's the castle wall. Your Grace. A deserter. Found one of ours hiding in a shed. Why would you do this, Sobek? There's too many of them. We have no chance of winning. If you let him off, the rest may follow. However, our army sparse as it is, we need every set of hands able to hold a sword, Your Grace. Well, let's spare him. We will defeat the enemy no matter the odds. Let him loose, General. Go stand for Darwin. Thank you, Your Grace. How bad is it? I'm kinda scared. It's the middle of the night, and yet it's so bright. As if Svrog, I don't know how to say that, himself walks our lands. The thin walls won't last long, and we lack any solid defense measures. We don't have enough men. Once they get in, we have nothing we can throw their way. Can you hear the chanting? They're getting ready. We better get started. I have gathered archers from all the other walls. They are awaiting you at the wall, Your Grace. Okay, well, let's do this. I thought I'd done that. Is it there? We'll go through the door. Is that what's happening? Yes, okay. Oh, that is a lot of people coming for us. Do we put up the white flag? Do we tell them to fire, or do we give them a strong speech? Let's go for a speech. We stood together through the worst of times. We have proved our strength in many battles, and today we will prove it again. My bravest men, I bid you to fight for all you hold dear. For Darwin. Fire! And they all died. End of the game. It's only 3.5 minutes long. I'm going to slow my talking down a bit. I realise I'm talking very fast. So this was 1 year earlier. Okay. You found me. Well done. Come on now, Lorsulia. It's not often that we can do this. I told you I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? That's no way to speak to your father. She's thick in mud. Shut up, Asalia. We can see you from miles away. Oh, she's not playing. You shouldn't have insulted your sister from across the gardens. She always has to ruin everything. She's so proud she couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Oh wait, you can't write. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out. Okay. What else is here? So we could go after her, or we could go and talk to her. Such a dumpling. That's nice. I'm staying here while I can. Okay. I'm not sure why these purple flowers, what these purple flowers are, but they are attracting a lot of bees. Well, bees are good. And there's the little one. I was doing so well, he must have cheated or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. Maybe next time. Our subjects will arrive soon. Throne awaits. Okay, let's make some decisions. Okay, we need to shorten the visiting hours. So I think this is money, wheat, strength, humour. I don't know what the rest are. Can you go and speak to her? I tried to talk to her, but she just won't respond. I don't know what's got into her recently. Maybe she'll open up to you more. She's probably wandering at the wall. Tell me about the kingdom. Resources. We had to control 4 resources to keep our kingdom running smoothly. That'll be the 4 that are along the bottom. Gold, supplies, army, and contentment. We need to distribute gold and supplies to our petitioners. If they're happy, your contentment will grow. A strong kingdom needs a big army. To gain more soldiers for our army, you will need to make alliances with neighbouring lords and kings. We can gain resources through taxes, as well as from the alliances we make with lords. Okay. Taxes. Happy people will pay their taxes gladly, while the resentful will do what they can to get around them, resulting in less income for us. This is why we need to make sure people's contentment is high, in order to keep a good gold flow. Petitioners. They all have problems, and they will seek help from their king. We can use our resources or agents to help those in need. Beware though, some might come with malicious intentions, so you should carefully consider who is truly in need, Your Grace. That's all for now. Right, let's quickly talk to our daughter. That seems important. That's the gardens, that's the castle wall. Speak to the general quickly. That's all. I didn't read that. I'm sure it wasn't important. Where is she? There she is. With a cat. Dusty. Aww. Haha, you can pet the cat. I love it. Okay. Oh, it's you. You need to stop fighting with your sister. Why didn't you want to play with us? Nasty recently. I can see something's wrong. Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? I don't know where your sister learned to be so rude. Why didn't you want to play with us? Maybe she's not 5 anymore. Fair enough. Okay, so let's go back to the throne room. That's not where I'm telling it to go. It doesn't want to do as it's told. Oh, old fabric. Oh, I thought maybe I'd found something. Because that's how these games work, right? You click things and then you get new resources. Surely that's how it works. Okay, let's sit back on the throne and call up the next petitioner. Your Grace, I bring bad news. The recent rains have soaked the roofs of our rooms, the pantry floor has collapsed, as well as some of the walls of our dungeon. Only one cell is currently functional. We should really fix those things before they get worse. Otherwise we'll keep losing supplies. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. When you meet people and talk to petitioners, your advisor makes a note about the encounter in your archives. You can see all your archives entries by clicking the archives button below. Right, let's do that. So there is a flood. Details here. Okay. Okay, cool. That's good. It means I don't have to remember everything. My daughter's wedding is at hand. The problem is, we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter-in-law's family think? What will my daughter-in-laws think of my family? Daughter's in-laws, sorry, I was reading that all wrong. We want to hire a band, buy some of that fancy wine on the market. We'd only need 5 gold and 5 supplies. But I've got 30 gold for the whole kingdom. I can't give him a sixth of my gold for his... I can feed my guests with the king. Okay. Right, let me quickly look at how that went. Yeah, I can't... I think that was the right thing to do. Just gonna look through these. So she's 13. I should probably go and talk to the others in a minute. But I'll do this one first. I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather tools and resources required to build an inn. We could really use a new place to rest after a long day at work. Okay, an inn. That will bring more revenue, right? I'm gonna... And we got contentment from that. That's good. Who's this? Monsters, beasts dressed in black. They came in the night. Unseen, unheard, they arrived. They attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. Your Grace, I beg you, you must send your men. Check what happened, find those responsible. Tell me more. Bright, red heads, short but sharp fangs, hundreds of them. Gleaming metal from their claw. We've never seen anything like this. Tell me more. Oh, it's the same thing again. My agent will check the village. Click on the glowing flower to advance to the next week once you're ready. Sometimes you'll need your family members before you can advance. Okay, well I'm going to finish speaking to my family before I advance. Because I feel like, yeah, it looks like there's stuff that needs to be done at each of them. It's worse than I thought. The recent downpours have damaged a lot of the buildings, Your Grace. While we still have a space for prisoners, we should focus on the buildings that need more attention. I've had a scribe write a list of things that need to be fixed. You will see this in your weekly summary, Grace. Here we go. Yes. Okay. Do you see what happened here? Gosh, this is a sign. The gods have forgiven me my sins. I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those who need it. I mean, if I could get out of here, please. Why are you here? And stepped on his toe. He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and didn't even have the gold to pay for it. I know the innkeeper, he was pretty upset. I've been enlightened. I won't ever do such a stupid thing again. I will serve a purpose now. Just maybe let me out. I think he's had enough. Thank you, Grace. I'll pass across again. I can feel it. Okay. Let's go to our archives. So we're supporting that. We've sent our general to see what's going on with that. I feel like that might have been a mistake, but I've done it now. Yeah, I'm just looking around, that's fine. Mushrooms. I don't want to think well, it's pretty... What's further down here? Oh, nothing. Okay, and then we go to the gardens. And we're going to speak to our daughters. Can you explain the fight in the gardens? Used to be best friends. You mean why is Lorsulia such a big baby? That's the kind of thing I mean. She's annoying is all. You need to stop fighting with each other. Insulting your sister won't make the situation better. She will just get more resentful as time goes by. But it's so hard. Sigh. I'm sorry, Father, I won't do it again. Stay safe. Oh, is our daughter not? I thought our other daughter was here. Okay, that's fine. Is you gonna let me leave or not? Come over here. Just gonna go back to the map. Make sure I haven't missed anything. No, okay, so we go back to the throne room. Move on to the next thing. Right, this is your weekly summary. Here you will be able to see your kingdom's weekly income expenses. You can buy upgrades and fixes for the castle in the left section. To buy an upgrade, simply click the button with the upgrade name and you will see the cost added to the summary. Okay. Okay, so these are our resources along the bottom. We want to try and get rid of these, so let's start by fixing the market stall. And then let's fix the pantry roof. Do we have enough to do that as well? I'm going to leave it like that for now. Because I don't want to use all my gold. Oh, lots of people. Okay, General, come in. No sign of monsters. We did stumble upon those bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. The crest of Radovia. I thought you could only find them in books and old manuscripts. Well, seems like we have one here too. Tell me. Why are you here? Doing the village. We were just making a living. One man might call it plunder. I would call it hard work. Whose banners do you bear? Rodovia is my home, and soon yours too. Who's your leader? We are free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold wars for someone trespassing in another country. Bold and stupid. I've had enough. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands, plundering and killing innocent men. There is no question that justice needs to be dealt with this one. Okay. Throwing him into the dungeon is going to cost money, isn't it? I'm going to execute him. Behead him. And you will feel their poisonous bites. I need to see Aurelia about this. Right. I bring news, Father. Asalia sneaked out last night. She said she'd been seen, but spilled everything to me in the morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realise. Thick. Don't speak ill of your sister. What's got into you, Lorsulia? Sneaks out some wedding, gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden. Audrey, did you know about any of this? No, Your Grace. I better talk to her about this. You girls are going to drive me mad one day. Alright, peasant. My dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, a really daft little boy, but he's my son. I ask you to help us find him, Your Grace. Is there any chance you could do so? 2 weeks to find him. Yeah, go on. Ooh, He will ask around and see if he can track down your son. That might have been a silly thing to do. I'm the Lord of Branka. I'll be as straight as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter and they expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. The thing is, I tracked her down and I know where they're keeping her. I planned everything, but I need your general to help me take her back, or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I will need your help. I can't help. He's a lord, he has money. No, I wish you never find yourself in this situation. Keep your daughter safely, Grace. I will remember this. Oh, oh! Did you see how much that fell? Who's this? I think someone's trying to get me. What's going on? I think someone is following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. He needs my general, that's why. How would they get through the mountains? Why would they threaten a war? There's little questions, but I need answers. I'm just as puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Talk to friends, see who could give us a hand. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. Okay. So we need to get up. And we need to leave the room. Because we've got some things to do. Is it going to let me leave? There we go. Start by talking to her. There was a wedding in the village. It wasn't bad, but I've heard it could have been even better if my father was a little bit less stingy. I wish you'd come to ask me first. Went to the market. I know about the wedding. Told me it happened. How does she know anything? Sidana, Sidani. We're at the brink of war. People are constantly requiring resources. I can't even tame my own kids. That would be a good start, one might say. Do you know what's out there? What could have happened if someone had found a princess by herself in the village? All the drunkards, thugs. Nothing happened, father. I was dressed differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. All I wanted was a little fun. You got drunk. That's a lie. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? We'll see. Since she turned 13, she thinks she will make her marry some fat dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it would be for the best. I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. It doesn't change the fact that you stop with the name calling. You are confined to the castle. No more visits to the market. I best talk to Lucilia. Okay. First... Oh, she's not there! I want to talk to the other one. The forgotten daughter. I think I've made a serious mistake sending my general away. I think I'm going to need him like every other day, basically. One of their bandits was brought to the castle. That can't be right. Do you think it's about your promise? It might be. What do you think? 13 years ago we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Does it matter? After 13 years a Radavian shows up to our castle. I'll be damned. Yes, Ursulia will soon become a woman and we will need to find her a husband. The villain will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. What about the witch? I don't even want to think about this. Let's hope the curse is nothing but a hoax. And see how things with the thug turn out. I'm just turning down the volume on my headset because I'm a bit concerned about the echo that's been happening quite a lot in my videos. How could we promise our hand to a Radavian? I accidentally skipped that. Marry some Babak thug though. We can't let this happen. Don't worry, we will solve this. What now? It shows up to claim my daughter's hand. Hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid, unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. How could Redonians get to Darvan? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons. No, I let him see justice. You should have questioned him first. One less barbarian to worry about, though. Are you holding up? I don't know. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even, yes. But let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It'll be fine. I won't let them take her away. See you later. I'm terrified. I can handle this. I'll stay here. Fireplace. Okay. Let me leave. There we go. I need to go upstairs to see her. Up we go. I've been down recently. I think your mother and I had started to figure it out anyway. I'm sorry I didn't realise earlier. You don't have to marry a stranger. We'll make sure we know the prince well before the wedding. Time will show. Okay. Let's head back to the throne room. Double check everything we've done so far, and then we'll move on to the next week. Actually, I'm not going to bother doing that. I'm just going to move on to the next week. Weekly report. Alright, we might as well now repair the theatre. And then continue. So we've got the 3 upgrades now. Let's see how the rest goes. Right, we still haven't got our general. What's this? We have crossed the mountains. We will come forward as promised, for the gods have graced us with their strength. The king of Redovia. So they do have a king after all, and where there's a king, an army follows. But what promise are they babbling about anyway? To take my daughter's hand. You never mentioned it, Your Grace. I don't think I would have to keep my... Didn't think I'd have to keep my word. We can't let barbarians seize the throne. Our treasure is low, but we can always seek allies. I will let you get on with the audit, and I'll make some preparations in the meantime. I will be in the council chamber, Your Grace. Okay. Mr. Banker, let's go. I hear that your treasury has seen better times, but I'm here to help. How does this work? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king, and we want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold or surplus, or supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our exclusive package offers 50 gold or supplies instantly available to use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies, depending on the type of loan. It's paid off in weekly amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt, Your Grace. We won't charge you any additional costs. Oh, last thing to note. We only do one type at a time, so if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until your first loan is repaid, and vice versa. Remember, the first loan is free of charge. You just pay back what you take. I don't want to do that now. Last thing I need to be is in debt. Struck our village. Men dressed in black came and took our stock. Hardly anything left worth giving to the dogs now. I kindly ask you pay 7 pieces of gold, or 5 sacks of supplies, Your Grace. That way we can at least keep our children fed. Take these supplies. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading through these. I won't read them out loud. You can pause them if you want to read. Okay. Next, Mr. Merchant. I come with a business proposition, Your Grace. I need 12 gold to hire men and buy resources to buy a new tavern in Branca. You see, the tavern will serve as more than just a way for locals to get drunk. The village is really well positioned. It has many visitors, but they never stay for long. A new tavern will change that and will guarantee a steady income. I will share the profits once I start making money on the business. I don't have the money for that. Treasury cannot afford the expense right now. Come back in a couple of weeks. Okay, finally the peasant. A disease. It's nothing serious, I don't think, but fevers and sneezes are all over the place. It appeared out of nowhere, as if a dark force brought it upon us. I can't offer much, but here it is. Okay. Let's get down from the throne. And let's go over to the map, see what we need to do. Oh, they're both in the same place. That makes life a little easier. Right, let's start with Sudani. Pumpkin. That's new, I like it. You shouldn't be playing here. But this is my most cherished place in the Cass Fortress. Oh, you have the most finest eyes here, Father. Please let me stay here. I won't break anything, I promise. Fine. Let's see what else is here. Okay, and let's go to the tree. I appointed a scout. He will let us know what we're up against. Meanwhile, we should invite King Talus. He might be able to help. Allies. But first I was just inviting Talus. Here you can view details of each of your potential allies. You need to have a pigeon available in order to send invite. Okay. Well, let's invite him. Should be with us in a week. Come with. Okay. So let's leave here. It looks like everything's done. So let's move on to next week, and hopefully we'll get the general back. Save and continue. There's the general. I found the son of the peasant. Yay! He was lost in the forest, nearby forest, looking for home. He was weak and thirsty, but should be back to full strength soon enough. Fantastic. Well done. King Talus, come on in. Hardly any light can get through these windows. These halls used to shine, Eric. Look what she did. Was put feces under my pillow. How can I ever wash it off? Why did you tell her I told on her? Can you not see we have a guest? We'll deal with that later. Skoslov for now. If you cannot even control your children, then I'm surprised you still sit where you do, and that I'm standing where I am. A lot going on recently. I'm asking if you're going to make me stand here like a commoner. Of course. Let's talk in the council room. You have a lot of books. What is she doing here? Are you letting children play with your archives? Girl, be gone. Are you a king or a blasted nanny, Eric? What can be so important that you couldn't just send me a pigeon? I will be straightforward with this. I need an army. Rodovia has threatened me and my family. Yes, they're simple men, untrained. Tell you what, I will give you 3,000 soldiers. My army can deal with anything they throw this way. Just like that. Of course not. You see, my son Ivo has been crying and moaning to me about finding him a princess. He's always bothering me. It's about time he grew up. A wife would keep him busy, out of my way. Would be good enough for him, so she could teach him a thing or two. I want an access to the fine collection of books you have here, plus anything else you can find. You still seek cures for your wife. Her condition hasn't improved? That does not concern you. You get an army, I get Lersulia, I'm going with it, Lersulia, and access to these books. Yes, of course, you can catch on quickly. I'll send my armies right away. I can't just let you take my daughter for a few hundred men. Come as you will protect your Are you going to order peasants to fight them with pitchforks? You'll provide a general to help with our people's needs. Okay, I'll send an army straight away, but I want immediate access to the archives. The marriage can be organised later. Let me get lost in your books then. I think I'll start with this room for now. Fine, you can find me a throne if you need me. Let's see, what do we have here? Great! You have made a new ally. You can now try to make more allies by inviting other lords in the allies panel. Okay, I will do that, but first we probably need to go and talk to the various people that we've just made promises on behalf of. Starting with Aurelia. Lorsilu's getting married. Ivo, the Prince of Atana. I made a treaty with Talus, marriage with army in return. We cannot let her marry a barbarian. Eric, you said you would find a way. That's good. There we go. That's great. Ivo is a prince after all, and if Lursilu is married to Ivo, then Bayron can't do anything. Talus's army might simply scare them away. Oh, this is fantastic news, Eric. Wonderful. Who's going to prepare the wedding? Guests, menus. We need to decorate the throne room. We need to buy flowers and decorations. Oh, and we need a band too. I'll take care of that. We'll see how our treasury looks at the end of the week. No, I came straight to you. Maybe it's better if I tell her. Actually, no, you talk to her. I'll get on with the preparations. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's go to Lursula first. Lursula. I'm going with Lursula. It's not right, but I'm going with it. If you have one of the names, or you know someone with one of the names, and I'm pronouncing it wrong, then I'm sorry, let me know. But, yeah. You must marry Ivo, the Prince of Atana. I'm sorry. Don't I get a say on this? We need this marriage to secure an army that will defend us. A war is coming. So I'm going to be sacrificed. Did you even consider any other options? Did you even try to offer something other than your daughter? I knew the day I'm old enough you would just sell me to the highest bidder. You've been waiting for this. You can't wait to get rid of me, can you? I wish I was a common girl, living in a village, having nothing to worry about, being able to marry the one I love, not some snob I've never met. Stupid wedding, stupid prince. You're stupid. Hopefully he's like a really nice guy. He's probably not. But still. Okay. Let's go to the gardens. She's not here. Where is she? How are you doing? Man, well, he's a king too. But you're a better king. He should be listening to you. Keep your voice down. Yeah. Right, where is she? Don't know. Okay. That's it. Back to the throne room. Are there any more petitioners? No. Tell me of our battle preparations. Is our army ready to confront the enemy? We just need to focus on our kingdom and get ready for the wedding, Your Grace. Excellent. That's all for now. Let's move on to next week. Later that night. It has to be something important at this ungodly hour. Redonian vase has been spotted nearby. We should send our men to track them down. We must do something. Send a general. Need to see what they're up to. Ooh. Okay. Time to make some decisions. What can we afford? Start with fabrics and the flowers. And then we can pay for the next stuff next week. It's fine. It's all good. Maybe I should have only done one, because it's 4 weeks away, isn't it? Okay. Tell me about our preparation. Would you like to know? Is it ready to confront them? Okay, that's fine. Let's start with the general. Form stationary posts around your castle, camps if you like. They're planning their next moves. Destroying the posts should damage their ability to form strategies. Although we now have a prospect of an army, we shouldn't give them any advantage. You should take a look at the map, Your Grace. Send an agent to clear out these posts as soon as possible. I'll instruct you where to strike. Yes, Your Grace. Okay. Alright, so send the general by clicking a Radovian post and clicking on the magnifying glass icon. Explore locations may result in gain of resources. In this case, we need to dispatch the radio. Okay. Let's start with the post north. General. Confirm. I need another general. I don't know how I'd go about doing that. But I need one. Okay, who's this? My son was found safe and sound. There are no words. Here's a little something. My wife has made a cake for you. A strawberry one, I think. Thank you, Your Grace. Strawberry cake is good. What does he want? We still need... If not impossible. With our current resources, we need to prioritise. Okay? 12 God's Hammer. This sounds good. I'm gonna go for it. We could make a cheaper shared chamber. It's gonna work well. No, I'm not borrowing anything. Worried about what will happen to her when she leaves. She promised me she'd take care of me, but now she's leaving. Why would she lie? And what happens to Dusty? What about Dusty? She'll probably want to take Dusty to keep her company. If she didn't leave, then Dusty wouldn't have to go as well. I don't want her to leave. Can we talk to her? That's not exactly her choice. I'm sure she would prefer to stay. She would never leave you on purpose. Why'd she do it then? If she'd rather stay, she should. Can you talk to her? Convince her to stay. I can try convincing her, but I don't think that will change a thing. Okay, and finally the peasant. They took our cattle! Sure, there's plenty of grass left now, but what's the good if there ain't no cattle to graze on it? Can you help us? Take some supplies. That's about all I can do, because I'm now out of gold. Basically out of resources. And I don't have a general. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's go and see Aurelia. How are the wedding preparations going? I'm sure she will. They're lovely, my darling. I think we're going to have roast duck and a Calasian salad. I don't know yet, but about the cake, I need to speak to her about it. I'll let you work on the preparations. If you need anything, I'll be in the throne room. Okay, it's fine. Let's leave the room. And then let's go and talk to our daughter. She has a sword for some reason. How's she doing? Swords. She's about to suffer that. She wouldn't stand a chance. Let me purchase that. Show me what you got. You fight with the girl. Since I can't go to the market, I had to find something else to do. I just picked them up. Less talking, more fighting. Too slow. My turn. They're having a cute little fight. What's going on with the two? Still holding grudges. She locked herself up in a chamber. What a baby. You did leave feces on her bed. Don't pretend like this is the reason she won't come out. Is this what will happen to me one day too? I want to say no. I don't want my little girls to leave home so soon, but the truth is, once you become of age, you will need to find your husband, sooner or later. I guess I didn't think of it before. This puts everything into a different perspective. I was angry at her for being so irritating, but now I'm angry at her that she's leaving me. I feel bad for her, but who will I vex now? Sadini is too small. It's not the same. I'm sure you'll find a way to occupy your time. I guess we should end it here. I was just warming up. Do you think we could do this again one day? Sure. I'll find you when I have a while. I suppose that'll be never then. We hardly do anything anymore. We'll tell you otherwise, trust me. I'm sorry. Yes, it wasn't fair. I'll make it right though. Good. Okay. I'm just gonna double check OBS, make sure everything's working. It's a bit late at this point, but there we go. And then I'm going to leave the castle. She's in her bed chambers. I don't know where those are. So I'm just going to go to next week. Let's go. Okay, so we've got some more gold. We still haven't got enough of the band, but we'll do that next week. And we've got some more resources. It's going great. Hopefully our general's now back. That's it. Oh, let's speak to him first. There's still time until the wedding. We should check out the Rodovian post when there's a chance, Your Grace. We managed to dispatch most of them. Excellent, well done. Who are you? Yesterday, when I went to bed, someone was in my room. They moved the candles. They left them on the window sill. I never leave my candles on the window sill, Your Grace. Okay. I think she's still locked up in her chamber. She was refusing to come out. I think it's best to give her some time. I don't know what to do. The wedding is so close. I wanted her to help me pick the flowers, but she won't talk to me. I suppose you're right, though. I'll get back to the preparations. Yet another village has been raided. Should we aid them in their time of need? This could have a great effect on our people's contentment, Your Grace. We can't allow Rodovia to threaten our land. Oh, if we send the general, we can't clear out the others. I'm doing it. Our general can station his men there for a little while. We need to make sure we are doing our best. Who are you? Most of the time, cures almost anything. You won't find anything better for 5 gold pieces. We can give it to the king for his wife. Make sure to let me know if it works. I'm actually curious myself. That may not have been a great purchase, but it might help with him. So I'm going to start by going to his quarters. Not his quarters, to... what's it called? The council chamber. Is he still there? Yes. How's your wife? Why are you so cross about it? Yes, she said, otherwise I wouldn't even be here. But like I told you already, it's none of your business. I have this medicine. Apparently it cures everything. Do you think me a mere potion? And this is more than just a headache, Eric. How's Ivo? Royal Bard, I pay enough for his masters to ensure he has at least as half as smart as I am. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm trying to focus here. We can go ahead with the wedding. Okay. He's a bit of a... Yeah. But that's fine. You don't need him to be a good guy. How are they going? Doesn't really want to get involved, so everything's on my head. She'd be less upset if she understood that this is the best option we have. Do you think we should tell her about the promise? How do you think she would react? She would hate us forever. For promising her before she was even born. She can never find out about this. Okay, fine. I'm just trying to come up with ideas, lady. I don't have a general to send, do I? Okay. Let's invite her then. And then move to the next week. I'm not going to hire the band yet. I'll do that next week. Just in case something goes wrong. Lady Ada. I always forget how beautiful this castle is, Your Grace. I really should visit Grevno more often. Nevertheless, Your Grace, I have a favour to ask of you. Neferus, thief, going from lord to lord, pretending like he needs help. He's convinced others nearby lords to give him gold, including me. He always says he's a good merchant, and his goods have been stolen. I'm sure he will visit you sooner or later. What do you want me to do? I'll ask you to imprison him. I don't want you to lose gold like I did. Once you have him in your dungeon, send a pigeon for me and I'll deal with him. I'll keep an eye out for him. I'll find him and I'll send for you as soon as possible. Thank you very much, Your Grace. Close to the wedding. Okay, that's fine. Thanks to the new inn we've built, our workers are happier and working harder. We can now plough much faster. We still need to maintain the inn, but I wanted to bring you something extra for the help. We'll be contributing 1 gold every week to the kingdom. That's very generous. Please visit if you ever need any more help. Established up and running. It's doing so well that it is not just a stop between long trips, it's more of a destination on its own now. As promised, I will now start sharing my profits with you. A whole 1 gold every week. That sounds fair, right? It does. Oh, maybe I should have tried to get more from him. You said I can't have a cat, so I got myself a different pet. You can't. I'd never said you can't have a cat, just not Ursula's one. It's a snail. I found him in the gardens, and I called him Smudge. I love it. He's nice, but he's not a cat. He's all slimy and sticky. Kind of gross. That's the best replacement I've found so far. Didn't have to leave. She could help me find something better. Also by his side. She'll have to go with Ivo. She has to support him. She can't stay with you forever, you know. So there's no way. No way. I think he would love it in the council chamber, Father. When can I go back there? You mean the snail? What was it? Smeary. Smudge. It's not that hard, Father. He smudges, that's why. Yes, yes, Smudge. I'm afraid you won't be able to go to the council chamber for a while, though. King Talus is staying there until the wedding ceremony. I have a small favour to ask of you, Hick. Teeny tiny, would you happen to have any spare gold? 1 piece of gold is all I ask for. That way I can get myself some booze. Yes, that's it, some boots. This is rather unusual, but it'd help. So what do you say? Get out of here. Who are you? My village has been raided by bandits. Monsters on the banners? No, not at all. Locals for sure, but they were armed. Our food, supplies and cattle were stolen. We greatly appreciate your support. I don't have a general to send. This is all I can afford. It should be more than enough. Much obliged. Who are you? I was on my way down to Hagos when a bunch of thugs threatened my life if I did not give them all my goods. Now I'm left with nothing and nowhere to go. Is there any chance I could get support? Are you trying to fool me? Okay. Copycat sorts. Other bandits can now get away with their crimes more easily. They know the blame will fall on the Radovians got there eventually, and hope we won't look for them. Things will settle down after the wedding, I'm sure, Your Grace. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to invite her because we've got a person. Then we're going to go to we can't do the map because we haven't got a general. He'll be back at the end of the week. So we're going to go to the dungeon. I don't really understand. Why am I here? You know why. You were going to stay until later Ada comes. Fine, Your Grace. Just looking around. Okay, let's leave. Leave. Let me leave. There we go. Bedchamber. How are they going? Everything last few days. I hope she'll forgive us for this one day. I'll see you later. Okay. Let's end the week. Right, I now need to hire the band. And that's all I can do. This is the final week before the big night. It's our last chance. The Queen wanted to see you, Grace. Okay, we'll get onto that as soon as possible. The squad didn't quite stand a chance to get us. I would like to think that it will be a while before they decide to attack one of our villages again, Your Grace. Okay, that's great. I've already got a job for you, though. I need you to go to West Point and wipe them out. Lady Ada. What did the thief look like? A hat. I think I found your thief. You count on me during your upcoming battle. No matter, but it's better than nothing. It's good to have you on our side. It's my pleasure. That's all. Who are you? I'm starting to think that perhaps you were involved. What am I saying? Why would I say this? Why would you tell me someone... Why would you tell someone you know that they know? I better leave. I can leave, right? Father, you finally came out. Can you please come and meet me at the wall when you get a chance? I wanted to talk to you. I'll see you there. Help. My father is very sick with fever. Please help me. He is as pale as a ghost and he shakes and sweats all the time. We've tried treating the fever with cold water and a poultice of butter, onion and garlic. We have given him a concoction of wormwood and mint. Egads, we even tried letting the bad blood with leeches. I'm afraid he might not last another night. We had a court which available she could handle these diseases. That's true. You should put a word out that we're looking for one. As for your father, have this medicine that you would find that will probably help. Thank you, Your Grace. Pepper, here I come. I hope he doesn't like die after that. Start the castle wall. I think basically I now need to go and talk to all of my daughters one by one. You wanted to see me? I'm sorry I shouted at you. I didn't mean it when I called you stupid. I just wish things were different. I just wish I'd spent the last couple of days being with you, not angry at you. I know. I love you. I love you too. You hate it when I call you that, but you're still my Luli. It's alright, Papa. I'll miss you calling me Luli. Your mother has prepared one hell of a wedding. I better get ready before she finds me. I'll see you at the party. Okay, so that's one daughter almost sorted out. Let's go talk to the one that's going to parties and whatnot. We're almost ready for the wedding. Not for her. I can't believe she's leaving. Hopefully she can learn to be friends with her, though. I don't think she wants to. I know, I wish we had more time to find a prince, but this is the way it has to be. Stay safe. How are you doing? Oh, we've already had this. What about the other one? Are you ready for the wedding? May Smudge come to the wedding too, but you need to keep him very close to you. Always keep him close. Don't forget to say goodbye to her at the wedding. She's leaving right after. It's gonna be alright. Okay. Council Chambers. I assume it's him I need to speak to. We're almost ready. There was no need. Who cares about some stupid decorations? It's the vows that are important. I hate weddings. People forget what they're really about. Well, it's going to be quite a party either way. I'll see you there. Very well. Is that all I need to do? Okay, and then we go to the bedchamber. Oh, do I have to pick between dresses? That's a stupid job to give to me. How are the wedding preparations going? Choosing a dress, I'll let you do the honours. Right, walk over here so I can see all three. That one looks stupid. I'd say that one. Middle ground gown, nothing special, but for 25 pieces of gold we can't expect too much. So what do you think? The puffy one, yes? She wants the puffy one. How much does the puffy one cost? 50? Bank said they will help us fund this dress. Don't worry, it won't cost us anything until the wedding's over. Let's see how the others compare. Just some old clothes, it even smells. It wouldn't cost a coin, but what would everyone think? I think we need to go with this one. Without being funny, I can't spend more than is in the Kingdom's bank account on a dress. It's not happening. If that had been like 2 gold, that would have been a lot easier. Okay, save and continue. Okay, so we've got the Alliance, but I haven't been able to wipe out all of the posts. New wife. I'm sure I'll enjoy the company, I'm sure, and I'm gonna laugh. I guess the smell of fine wine is all the youngster needs to fall down. Company, here's to that. Forgive me, Father said I should make some kind of speech. I wasn't sure what to say. I hope I didn't offend you. You look, that's an interesting choice of dress, by the way. Oh. You'll get used to him. Please, make some effort to give him a chance. At least you'll be safe, and that's what matters most, darling. Men from Adavia, you didn't manage to clear their posts. I hope this is nothing serious. A nearby village was raided. They kidnapped the blacksmith's children. We'll deal with this later. Check this out as soon as I have time. This seals the deal. You get the army. Blah blah blah. I wasn't sure if you would honour our bargain, Eric. I'm a man of my word. And the party went on. Everyone was busy eating. The band was first class too. I looked for him everywhere. I've stirred up every pot, even in the kitchen. Don't worry, we'll find him. This ad looks surprisingly favoursome. What is it? A Caladice recipe? Did you see her dress? She could have worn a rag and you wouldn't tell the difference. Cooked. What snails? It's not part of our menu. Party went better than anyone expected. These are good things. I spent enough time with guests. I think I really need to get back to my archives, so if you don't mind, I'll take my leave, Eric. Leaving so early? Perfect timing. Will I get some peace after that to the young couple? Oh, what just happened? They just killed the king. Send for the doctor. Before anyone had a chance to react. Okay, well in my experience, weddings that involve a death aren't great. How could you ever allow this to happen? You have accommodated us in your castle, but for this is beyond our belief. You have failed as a host and are responsible for the events of tonight. He's dead. So you have no choice but to take the burden of the crown upon yourself. Go ahead. I can't believe this. You've made a choice. Withhold the armies my father promised you, and I will not be paying for your agents. Responsible for Talis' death, unless otherwise be proven at a royal trial. Till then, will not receive report from until. Pack your things for taking my father home. You can't do that. It still stands. It's not one thing, it's something else. To make agents available in the next week, you need to pay them. To hire an agent, click on the button with their name. You will see the cost added to your summary. Okay, save and continue. Right, so I need to find the guy that killed us. Which I drank that night is quite remarkable and better anything. Did you see anything special? Anyone wandering off where they shouldn't? Was staring at us just a bit too much if you ask me, but and we are again deeply sorry about your daughter, Ledetta. My wife is in the morning. I think we've examined all the guests, Your Grace, and we haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Bogfar army solving the murder case will surely convince Ivo to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison Talis must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Talis wasn't anyone's favourite person, but you'd need to have a very good reason to murder the King of Atlanta. We mustn't lose focus on our main goal, however. Redova won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Talis' Ivo's army. We need to seek help from other lords in case we can't convince Ivo in time. As for the army, we will need to reach out to neighbouring lords, make allies, sign treaties. It sounds like you're quite big, Grace. You're still here. I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some gold and supplies to aid you too. 230 men, 6 gold. What's the catch? from Pendle, Your Grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associates in Brenka. Alright, foods are bland as hell without these. Delivery and my memo. I'll see what can be done. What? We're checking them. Maybe we can find two people. We need to start preparing for battle as soon as possible. I have made a note of things we can do at our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payment of our agents. We can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our armies will also cost our supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on, Your Grace. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine some light on the case. Okay, we can now use the map to explore locations, help locals, and to try and gain resources. Open the map below. Okay. I am... Send agents... Yeah, we've done all that. Alright, I'm going to call it there. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Is it going to let me do that? Yeah, there we go. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you like the video, please do give me a thumbs up down below. If you want to see more of my content, please do subscribe. Leave a comment as well if that's something you feel up to. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see my Twitter handle. And if you go onto that, you'll see all the updates from my game, for what games I'm playing on the channel, what games I'm playing off of the channel. You know, some comments about different sorts of things. So that's worth checking out. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye.